Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Kurt on Cougs. Sorry I wasn't able to do a pregame, had some technical difficulties there, but here for a quick halftime check-in. Cougars down 13-7, started really hot with a touchdown by LJ Martin, and since then the Red Raiders have scored the next 13 points. Now overall though, if you had told me coming into this game BYU would be down one score at the half, I honestly wouldn't feel too bad about that. Texas Tech is a great team, and the Cougars have proven throughout this year to be a second half team. Yeah, now overall though, what's holding the Cougs back right now? Why are they losing this game? One big part of it is just lack of consistency on offense. Even after that first drive, the Cougars have still had some pretty solid plays here and there, but ultimately just inconsistent. They move the ball a good ways, get something rolling, and then the drive just bogs down from there. So you got to go out there, you gotta be a little more consistent, got to make plays and stack them one upon the other. And you do that, feel a lot better about your chances. Yeah, it's tough going against this Texas Tech team. Of course, they got a great defensive line, good linebackers too. Yeah, so I'd love to see the Cougars get a little more consistent. Also, be aggressive. That's what BYU did on the first drive. They went out there, took it right to Texas Tech. So yeah, if they can do that, if they can be aggressive, be consistent, I feel a lot better about the offense. Now for the defense. Defense overall, fantastic game so far. They got a little unlucky on that last drive. Managed to force a fumble. It bounced the exact right direction for the Raiders. Extended their drive, allowed them to get that field goal. So a little bit of bad luck there. The one thing I would say they need to improve on is their tackling. There's been a bunch of tackles in the backfield, both on Cameron Dickey and Baron Morton, where they've let them get out of those, and that's helped Texas Tech extend some drives. And so I think it's going to be really important second half. Solid tackling. They do that, and I feel pretty good about the Cougars' chances. Once again, getting the ball coming out of half, I think it is essential. BYU needs to go out there and get a score, even just a field goal, get some momentum, and yeah, just get things rolling. And so, yeah, and one more deciding factor, kind of like I talked about, for offense, consistency, for defense, tackling. But one more is turnovers. I feel like turnovers could be the thing that flips this game in the Cougars' favor. Baron Morton, all game long, he's been a little reckless throwing the football, put it in harm's way a couple times. Now, of course, that leads to a few big plays here and there for the Red Raiders, but it also gives BYU some chances to get some picks. So if they can go ahead and get a turnover on one of those, that could be a huge momentum and overall make a big difference for the Cougars if they try to win this game. So yeah, just a 6-point deficit. Just got to go out there, play well. Ultimately, you can't depend on luck, you can't depend on the rest, you can't depend on any of that to win. You got to go out there, do it yourselves. I think the Cougars are going to go out there, make it a crazy close game, and yeah, excited to see how it ends. Let's go Cougs.